What's up? It's the Brunch Breakdown. Didi out here in Los Angeles. Chris and Dan are in Pittsburgh. We're all here. Say hello, gentlemen.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hello, world.
It's Sports Brunch today. So we're going to be talking all things sports, and I cannot wait to get into everything with you guys. We've got weird Dallas fans in hockey and in basketball. We'll be talking about that. We've got a coach's contract that has the coolest extension that possibly I've ever seen. We'll talk about that. And listen, I'm a rock and jock kid at heart. Darren Waller gave me all the feels with his music video. We're going to talk about that and a lot more. It's the Brunch Breakdown. Dan, let everybody know where they can find us.
Yeah, you can find us anywhere, folks. Anywhere podcasts are available. The Brunch Breakdown's there. We assure you, we promise you, we don't promise you new episodes every Wednesday. We try. We try our best. But for the most part, new episodes every Wednesday. Hit follow, hit subscribe, wherever you like to listen. Apple, Spotify, Odyssey, Good Pods. Check them out too. We're there. We're everywhere. Full video episodes we have for you on our YouTube, Facebook, and Spotify channels. Okay. Those videos premiere at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, but they're on demand anytime you want to watch after that. Didi mentioned these Dallas fans. There's a couple things you're going to have to see to truly believe about these fans in Dallas. So check out the video episodes as well. We're everywhere on social media at Brunch Breakdown. And then we've got the Sounds of Brunch. And you ask, what is that? It sounds lovely. It sounds tasty. It is. It's our little playlist we put together for you. We're going to be talking music as we do each and every week, and we put that together on a playlist. We call it the Sounds of Brunch, and we upload that every Friday exclusively on Spotify, is where you can find what we're listening to this week, last week, and just enjoy it. Just enjoy all of this audio brunch that we have for you this week.
Beautiful. Well, it's time to get random topics off our chests. Chris, get it off your chest, sir.
Okay. I didn't really know exactly what to talk about for this segment this week. So I just went with like the thing that stuck out to me the most from the past week, which was, as you guys know, I'm working on like a super secret project for my business that I can't really tell people about yet, but I'll be able to tell people about sometime in the near future.
So annoying. It's so annoying.
But
I know what it is.
I'm like, every day I see you say something and I just want to be like, this is what it is, guys.
And I appreciate you not saying anything about it yet. But the past week was actually very, very challenging in terms of building the thing, like working on some deals, some like partnership deals with other businesses. And I thought like I had everything lined up. We had said yes verbally, but we hadn't said yes contractually. And then right as it came time with both of the things I was working on to like make that happen officially, the thing fell through. Okay. And so that happened like at the end of the previous week. So like over the Memorial Day weekend, basically everything I thought I had lined up prior to Memorial Day fell apart. Now, the reason I'm telling you that is on Tuesday of this past week, I'm like, okay, well, what the hell am I supposed to do? Like, I thought I had everything set up. These are the partnerships I wanted. They didn't work out. And I found myself kind of like wallowing in self-pity and allowing myself to feel pretty just like, woe is me. But then some switch flipped where I was like, I thought to myself, well, yeah, those just didn't work, but like there could actually be something else that's even better out there. You just got to like go find it. And so the last week has just been insane researching and trying to find new partnerships to work on. And as we come into the new week here, I actually feel better about the partnerships I have lined up now than I did the previous week. Telling you all of that to tell you this, and I promise I'm not trying to sound like a motivational guru or anything like that. That's not the intention here. But like, I do think oftentimes like a setback can be a set up to something better if you allow it to be. And like, you don't do what I did for 24 hours, which was wallow and feel bad for myself. So if you ever go through something where like something doesn't work out the way you wanted to, or you think something's going to happen and it falls apart, or you're just going through a rough time, like it can, if you let your mind go, it can go in a negative or a positive direction. You can choose which way you want to go. if you let it go in a positive direction, like actually use the frustration, the anger, the whatever from the bad situation and let it fuel something that could be positive, it can absolutely do that. And so I feel good today, which I'm happy about. I wanted to let you guys know. And yeah, that's it's an important switch to be able to flip. I don't know that everybody can, but you definitely can do it and it can be pretty productive.
Two things. You feel good today because you feel like you look good today because you're wearing an extremely large sweatshirt, and we know what that's about. Look at you, comfy as always.
And Didi didn't even give me a discount code for this, which is I'm really pissed about.
Yeah.
So.
Number two, a little foreshadowing, perhaps your message. Darren Waller, maybe there's some similarities there about some things that happen in your life that's set up. It's just setting you up for that next great thing, and we're going to talk about that. So just wanted to put that little juicy nugget in there.
Now, see, that makes me feel worse about what I just said. That makes me feel worse. If my outcome is Darren Waller's outcome, which we're going to talk about here, then I need to start over for a third time.
Always here to help bring you down.
But no, dude, you're right. These couple for me, it's been kind of similar. These last couple of weeks, it's been and I always forget. Siobhan always reminds me. It's like right before Memorial Day, there's like really nothing going on because people try to like rush into things, and then it's like, oh yeah, it's Memorial Day weekend. Like everyone's out of town. We're forgetting things. So I'm like, why is it slow? What's going on? Nobody likes me. Nobody wants me to do anything. This is terrible. She's like, this has happened for the last 3 years. Can you please calm down? Can you please calm down? But yeah, and then
that's an interesting observation too, because it wasn't even like with these partnerships that like it was like ill intent. They just got back to me. They're like, oh, I totally forgot about this thing, and that's why we can't do. And it's like, man, like get your shit together. But yeah, also like everybody's getting into summer mode, and
it's like getting harder and harder to get in contact with people after May.
Yeah, for real.
It's like, oh man, Dan, get it off your chest.
I'd be happy to. Didi, I don't know what the weather has been like out your way. Probably perfect, which is fine. But across the states, in the Northeast and the Midwest, etc.,
you people,
the weather has been weirdly rough since the start of spring. Chris, I don't know if you were told the same thing, but growing up here in Western Pennsylvania, I was told that like tornadoes didn't really happen because of the geology, because of it's hilly and it's too mountainous, so they can't like travel because that's not flat around here. We're on pace for setting a record for tornadoes touching down in Western Pennsylvania, and it's the first week of June. And on top of all that, we've had some pretty wild storms, like serious lightning and hail and wind, and like far more often than usual for this time of year. Frankly, it's kind of annoying. And apparently the reason for this, and it's not just here, I know it's across different states, but apparently the reason is to do with El Nino and El Nina and that, but also primarily because we had a warm, mild winter. Okay, that's playing a factor in our weather right now. There's more moisture in the air earlier than this time of year, so it plays a part into more severe weather. Now, listen, I don't love winter. I don't know many that do. I don't love cold temperatures. But give me a worse winter to not have to deal with this chaos and this bullshit and not tornado watches, tornado warnings. We now take those seriously here, ladies and gentlemen. All of a sudden, it's like, oh yeah, that tornado touched down like 6 miles away. Next warning, we're heading to the basement. So to those that live in this area of the country, let's all keep that in mind the next time we complain about the winters here and say, I hate it here. When it's like, it's a day where it's 25 degrees, a little windy, a little chilly. I hate it here. Do you? Is your house still standing? Good for you. Let's keep that in mind next spring.
See, that I like, Dan, you're flipping the switch. It could be a negative or it could be a positive. Which do you want to, how do you want to view it?
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah, we're living in Tornado Alley nowadays, man. Oklahoma, Nebraska, Pittsburgh. It's all the same shit.
The fighting Cyclones. Here we go.
Guys, I can't relate. Right now, what's happening is it's June gloom is what's going on here. It's a very sad time here. It's where
The week of rain you get, right? The one week of rain.
No, it doesn't involve
Not
rain.
even rain. It's just clouds.
It's just
cloudy.
It's just dark. It's just dark till
Partially
noon,
cloudy.
and then the clouds break, and it's 80 until 8 o'clock. It's
terrible.
It's terrible because you don't know what to wear in the morning. Drop the kids off at school. Got a hoodie and sweatpants on. Then all of a sudden you go outside with a hoodie and sweatpants on at like 11:30, 12 o'clock, and it's blazing. You're like, what are you doing? I can't even get to the, trash can without sweating. So it's a little tough. That's all. Just pray for LA, as always. #.
Yeah, you guys got it worse. That's for sure. Don't know what to wear. Oh, man.
All right. Speaking of what to wear, gotta get this off my chest. Me and Siobhan, we went out to dinner last night. This place called Boulevard Steak, which is awesome. And I have to say something because I heard this on another podcast about the golfification of men's clothing. And I was like, that's interesting, stuck in my head. So as I'm at this restaurant, we're just looking at people, and I was like, oh my God, every dude in here looks like they just got done playing 18 holes. Polo and slacks. Every single person, all ages, not every single person, but the majority. And I'm like, gentlemen, for the love of God, wear a sweater, wear a button down. There are many other options. Wear a t-shirt and a jacket. Wear other things. You do not need to wear a polo. Who is the person that told you that wearing a polo and slacks is the one thing that you have to wear? But obviously, I must have missed that email because everyone at this restaurant, I swear, had one on. And I have no one to blame, but I guess I could blame dudes, but also I'm going to blame the women too. Women or partners that these people are with. Do not let every single person you have in your life walk out the house, go to a restaurant with a polo and slacks on. Please don't. Make them change into something else because more than likely, everyone else in the restaurant is going to have the same thing on. Try a little, guys. That's all we got to do. Just try a little. And women, we need your help because honestly, I always say this all the time. I don't dress for me. I dress for you. So get it together. Women, partners of the world, make these dudes dress better. That's all. I'm out.
Boy, that's really interesting. I know right now what's happening is a good friend of ours, an avid listener of the Brunch Breakdown, Mr. Tyler, is freaking out and texting you. I know he's doing that. This man has represented polos for well over 2 decades and proudly wears them each and every day. And whether or not he is going on or off the golf course, but he's always ready to golf. I can tell you that. That's interesting, though, that many people were wearing polos because I've been like anti-polo for a long time. Like once we got out of college, like I was like, this is it. This is for golf and that's it. But recently, shout out to Express. They're bringing them back, but they're bringing them back in style. So I've got a few, but you're right. That shouldn't be the full wardrobe, especially when you're going out to a nice place. I mean, you're going to a restaurant with the name Steak in the title. That's a nice restaurant. That's a nice restaurant. So,
yeah, I'm not a big fan of polos, to be honest with you. If I'm golfing or if I'm going to church, that's probably what I'm wearing. But if I'm going for a meal, like I like the big baggy hoodie, as I've talked about, over top, but I'm actually a big fan of a nice form-fitting t-shirt. And boys, gentlemen out there, I don't mean Champion. I don't mean Russell Athletic. Okay?
Let them know.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Tell them.
You can get very good deals on form-fitting t-shirts from like Old Navy or Gap. Like you can get good t-shirts places that look appropriate for you to wear a t-shirt at a nice place. All right? Just got to put in a little, as Didi said, put in a little bit of effort. And ladies, like you know better than we do where to find the stuff. So, you could do what my wife does and just pull it up on phone. And then when we have a little bit of time, relax on the couch, be like, do you like this? And if I say, yeah, you handle it, right? You buy it. Okay. And then it's there. And then this whole process gets easier over time. So, yeah, it doesn't have to be polos. I know, the vineyard vines, there's a lot of it. There's a lot of it. We know some shareholders, but like there's other options. I'm with you.
Yeah.
That's
And it's just
that's
so
amazing.
easy to throw a jacket on top of that. And then
Yeah.
you're like, good to go.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just.
I did it on Friday. And I know we've been like, there's this constant topic of saving Express, hashtag save Express. And we continue to preach that here each and every week on the Brunch Breakdown. Great place to get it. And I will credit our friend Tyler, who I just referenced. He had a quote for a lifetime when I saw him last week. He said, you can still be comfy and look good too. That's it. That's absolutely it. So boys, gentlemen, men, ladies, help us out. Help us out.
Also, this hoodie that Chris has on right now, hilarious that our friend Tyler hit me up about it. And I was like,
Did you really?
the guy who's represented polos forever wants this hoodie. I was like, I can't wait till, if he actually did buy it, I can't wait till it comes in just to get the text messages from him and possibly his wife about this hoodie. That's all. I'm very excited about it. But I've been hit up by a few other people asking about this magical hoodie. I'm like, guys, it's magical.
And it's comfy. It is not expensive. It's the best. It's the best with both worlds. Built for speed and it's built for comfort. Okay. Yeah. Didi, you said you did like modeling of this.
Mm-hmm.
They need to put you on the website because every time I see a picture of a dude wearing this hoodie, they look so fucking pissed off. And like, I'm only happy in this hoodie. We need some other perspectives. Because this thing is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's like the brand is someone, and it's and the guy is it's like edgy and stuff, but like I am not edgy, but I model for that company overall, and like I've I love the stuff. I'm a big fan. I just I'm not edgy, but yeah,
you'll get there.
No. I'll get there. I'll get edgier. Don't worry, I'll get edgier. All right, let's talk Brews Day. I'll get it started here, guys. I had a mezcal margarita for the first time the other night, and I gotta say, maybe better than tequila. Also, didn't know that mezcal was stronger than tequila. Also,
what is mezcal?
It's alcohol that comes from like the same plant as tequila, I believe, but it's not tequila.
It's like smoky.
Yeah,
that's the noticeable difference on the palate. It's very smoky.
Yeah,
but
like over the last couple years,
it adds the whole unique flavor. Yeah,
like over the last couple of years, I've just seen it in a bunch of stuff, and it's like seen people talk about it, so it's like this trendy thing. But like, I was like, oh yeah, what's a mezcalita? So I had one, and I was like, oh, this is really good. Just the smoky taste that it has to it, and it's just, I don't know, it's just really good. So
works.
You see a little mezcal margarita on a menu, grab that up.
Hell yes. I love that. Chris, what do you not have for us this week?
I have a non-alcoholic.
Hey,
Athletic Brewing. This is the Upside Dawn. It's their golden ale, and I've had it in my fridge for a really, really long time and have not tried it just because anything. This may sound weird, but like any beer that I've had that's been like had golden in the description, and you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but it's been more like on the weedy side, almost like I don't know, just like not very flavorful, not all that interesting to me. So I've always opted for others. But I had one of these the other day, and it actually is quite flavorful, and I'm a fan of it. I mean, it's an ale, right? So there's not a ton going on, but it was more flavorful than I expected, which I was a pretty big fan of. So coming in with not nothing, but like the Diet Coke version of Brews Day today, boys.
There you go. All right, we'll take it.
Do you taste the spicy notes in here?
That's a loaded question, Didi.
I'm just asking. It says it in here. It's like it's the second thing that says in the description of this Upside Dawn. It says subtle, earthy, and spicy notes.
Subtle, earthy,
I just
and
didn't know if it had a
spicy.
kick or something.
Not really.
Chris, if you were in Vandergrift, and you saw this at a bar, how would you order it?
Why would I be in Vandergrift, first of all?
Why
I
not?
know.
Shouts to Bethany.
I know one guy. I know one guy from Vandergrift, and he has a minivan that, I shit you not, is partly fueled by milk. So why would I? Why would I be in Vandergrift?
You're taking a wild ride on the Milk Express or something there.
Clearly,
the Milky Way.
If I'm in Vandergrift,
Milky Chance. It's a Milky Chance. It's a Milky Chance.
I take a Milky Chance and go to Vandergrift. If I'm in Vandergrift, then I've broken this streak of non-alcohol because I got drunk and I ended up there somehow. What was the question?
If you were in Vandergrift and you wanted to order one of those particular beers, that particular beer, how would you order it?
Can I have a non-alcoholic ale?
No, the specific beer you have, the name of the specific beer you have.
I have to describe it to them?
No, how would you order it? Just, can I have an athletic?
Upside down.
Upside down. You call it an upside down.
Upside down. Okay. I see what you're getting at. I thought you were trying to get me to describe. Yeah, I get me upside down.
Hey,
yeah.
Upside down.
Yeah. They'd serve it to me upside down. I'd be all pissed. What a wild ride that was.
I love this pasta. I know.
Dan, Thursday. Go.
I actually don't have a beer for Brews Day today, but it's because I got something special. Went to a wine and spirits festival over the weekend, and it was lovely. And that's where you like to discover some new fun things. And boys, we've been promoting Screwball on this podcast for quite some time. Peanut butter whiskey. It's extremely popular now. Last year at this time, I promoted Curveball, which is a barbecue whiskey, which is wild. Also very good. This year, banana peanut butter whiskey, Dirty Monkey. It's called Dirty Monkey, and it's banana.
That looks like
banana.
That reminds me of
Looks like
Johnny
serious
Chimpo
from
from Super Troopers. That's what that looks like.
It does.
That is a
It really
great
does.
bottle right there.
It really does. But it's banana peanut butter whiskey. It's phenomenal on its own. The thing I like about it is it's not too sweet. Sometimes with these flavored whiskeys and things like that, you get a little too much sugary, too syrupy, too sweet. Not too sweet here. It's really well balanced. You get a lot of great flavors. You get the banana, you get the peanut butter. However, the individual that was showcasing this fine product to us said, "Do you like peanut butter and jelly?" And I was like, "Do you know who you're talking to, my friend?" Apparently not. So he says, "Let me try this. We'll try this one on for size." He goes 50-50, Dirty Monkey, Frangelico, 50-50 even. Shakes it up. Unbelievable. Unbelievably delicious. So I encourage you, if you can find the Dirty Monkey, try it, have it. It's good on its own. You shake that bad boy up, go 50-50. Frangelico, peanut butter, banana, jelly sandwich. It's delicious. It's delicious.
Sounds like the perfect snack.
I know.
It is.
Perfect.
Liquid diet. Going on a snack.
Go to chrisgatesfitness.com for your whiskey cleanse.
Yeah.
Get your body right for the summer.
I'll clear you right out.
Oh man. All right. Well, let's get into the main menu. It is Sports Brunch. Let's get into, since we mentioned already, Darren Waller. Okay. Darren Waller, tight end for the Giants, I believe. I know very little about Darren Waller.
Yeah, that's about it.
I know very little about Darren Waller. All I know is he's tight end for the Giants. He was married to Kelsey Plum, who is one of the greatest college basketball players ever, one of the best players in the WNBA. And the WNBA, I don't know if you know this, is having a moment. So she's everywhere ever since they got divorced. Well, Darren Waller, who is feeling, I guess, pretty sad about his divorce, which, you know, one should. But what one shouldn't do is put out a music video called Who Knew, in parentheses, Her Perspective. And the video has a Kelsey Plum lookalike stabbing him in the back. He is walking along the ocean, very 90s R&B style. He ends the video ends with him with his head in the water. It's a lot, and it's amazing. Guys, Darren Waller, who knew? How you feel about it?
Yeah. I think that auto-tune has made a lot of artists that shouldn't be artists.
Yes. Yes.
Because like he's
I'm like,
using auto-tune
a lot.
throughout the song.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
And he's still not in tune. Like,
No.
I had a hard time. If there wasn't a music video associated with the song, I wouldn't have made it through the entire song.
None of us would have.
Yes, that's what's making this moment, right? Is this absolutely incredible music video that seemed to have some serious like art direction behind it and probably a nice budget. And yeah, the ending is so weird. And yes, he hired an actress to look very much like his ex-wife. And it's just, I mean, talk about a get it off your chest segment right there, I think is what he's really trying to do. But yeah, auto-tune has its place in music. This ain't it. It's not for this reason. It's not for the untalented people that want to be in music. We've all heard the classic athletes want to be musicians, musicians want to be athletes, vice versa thing. This is why that shouldn't be a thing. This is why that should not happen. But the music video will give us memories that last a lifetime. That's for sure. And probably be some new motivation for others with the same idea. It's unbelievable.
You know how hard it is to be really good at both something athletic and something artistic? Like, how many star football players in high school were also the lead in the musical? It just doesn't happen, boys. It just doesn't happen.
It's like Zac Efron, and that's it.
That's it.
like you name me another great athlete.
Yeah, all of them were in the movie High School Musical, and then otherwise none of them exist. Okay, so can we stop?
Dude, I saw this and listen, like I said earlier, I am a rock and jock kid at heart. So give me all the athletes singing, rapping, doing whatever. But this was just a lot, because if he puts this out, I don't know, a few months ago, it could go unnoticed. But we are now, what are we, 100 days till football season or whatever it is?
Yeah.
And you got mini camp, you got training camp, you got all this stuff going on. Dude, that guy, unless he is an Aaron Hernandez type killer and everyone's really afraid of him, they just don't say anything about it, he is going to get destroyed in his locker room. I would make sure that song was playing as soon as he walked in. It would just be playing all the time. If I were one of his coaches, if he messed up on a play, I'd be like, intern, hit the sound and just start playing it over the speakers at practice. What? It's, dude, just when he gets stabbed in the back in the video, this is great. This is great. I want to know I need a VH1 pop-up video. I want to know how much it costs. I want to know how much everything, where the motivation came behind everything. I just need it all.
Right.
I need more. I need more of this video, honestly.
Dan and I were in a music video once where we staged some blood and guts. Yeah. And our budget was pretty low. And I got to be honest with you, when that stabbing happens in the music video, it reminded me a lot of the music video that we shot in 2005. You didn't even see the knife go in. You just saw it coming out. And then there was fake blood that you would buy at Spencer's,
Yes, it's a wonderful video. I think we have 7,000 plus views on that, maybe more since then. He's got about 250,000 on this video so far. We're just behind him. But can you imagine, Didi, you mentioned the locker room. What about the opponents?
Oh my God.
All year. Yeah. When he gets tackled, you gotta drag that face out of the sand yet? Drag your face out of that sand yet? Like, it's just going to be, he'll get buried alive out there.
Oh my.
He'll get buried alive out there.
Like, in shouts to whoever the music supervisor is for a Giants game. And if Darren Waller does something good or bad, just plays that song going into commercial. Like,
oh my
I need it to
gosh.
happen. NBC Sunday Night Football, something. Thursday Night Football where no one will notice. Like, whatever. I just need it to happen. I need it to happen because I need that to go viral. But here's the one place where I feel bad for Darren Waller a little bit. Just a little bit. I actually sympathize with him. If I got divorced and then all of a sudden, like a few months later, Siobhan was posted half naked on Kim Kardashian's Instagram wearing her lingerie, I'd be hurt too. And I might do something real dumb, like put out a music video, just embarrassing myself and anybody who knows me. Because Kelsey looks incredible. And I'm in front of all a billion of Kim Kardashian's Instagram followers. And I'm like, you're just scrolling on the Instagram feed one day and all of a sudden that. Oh no. And I don't know what happened to their relationship. I don't care to look it up. But all I know is if you're putting out a music video, you probably did something wrong. Just throwing it out there. You probably did. So, man, Darren Waller.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you there.
The whole issue on the football field, from what I see, actually may be a non-issue because I'm reading he's with the New York Giants, but he hasn't shown up to workouts. And apparently there's been reports of him contemplating retirement, boys. So he may not have to worry about
Yeah.
Watch out. If you're drafting in fantasy, watch out.
Yeah. Going out in a blaze of glory.
Wait, so is it the Mara family who's stabbing him in the back and it's not about Kelsey?
Ooh.
Oh shit.
Guys. I don't think this has layers. I really don't.
Deep. Could be
I don't think it
deep.
has-
No.
I don't think it has layers.
Stay tuned for the next Sports Brunch and we will update you on this Darren Waller video, which now has more legs than we thought. Ooh, buddy. All right. Let's go to Dallas Stars. Chris, let's hit this weird story.
Yeah, okay. So I saw a bunch of people. The Dallas Stars are in the Stanley Cup playoffs. I saw a bunch of people retweeting this video of like all of these colored dots going around the ice. And I was like, what the hell is this? And everybody was saying, this is so cool. This is so cool. This is so cool. So I click into it and I'll share it here on the video once I wrap up describing it. But I click into it and it's one of those watch parties where like your team's on the road, but they open up the arena so you can like pay a couple bucks and come in and watch. They have the game playing on the massive Jumbotron. And then the dots on the ice are the AI representation of what's happening in the game with like player tracking. And I'll share it here. But like in my brain, I was just like, this isn't cool. Why would you watch the ice? The game is on. The game is on. Why are you watching the ice if the game is on? I don't understand it. I'll share it here and play it. Hopefully this plays. Is that playing for you guys?
It is. It is.
Yeah, look.
Pac-Man.
Okay, there's the game. Are you gonna sit there and watch dots?
They could have at least put the goals out.
Yeah.
Like, come on, guys.
Who's
Yeah,
watching?
right there, it looks
put
like a
the net
goal.
out there.
And you
Put the
can
net out
see,
there.
if you really pay attention to everybody sitting in their chairs, they're all looking up. Nobody in attendance is looking at the dots on the ice. I don't get why people think this is cool.
Also, like half the arena is blocked off. What the hell? You guys are in the Western Conference Finals. What was the cost to get in there? Maybe they were charging a lot because of this software that they needed for this AI projection. If you're not watching, I encourage you to get to YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, to at least look at what we're talking about. But if I had to describe it, it's like you're playing NHL 96 on Super Nintendo, and you have the circles around the players with their numbers representing who they are. But the players aren't there. It's just the circles moving around combined with the one of a kind NHL on Fox glowing puck, because the puck is moving and streaks when it's passed or shot or anything like that. So you can see the puck moving as well. It's that combined projected onto the ice. It's, I don't know, guys. It's weird. It's weird. And you're right, Chris. Like, why would you look at the ice if the game is on the Jumbotron? I guess it's cool to have it there, but it feels like this is kind of a waste.
Does this look cool to you at all?
It's probably distracting more than anything. If you're in that arena, it's probably just distracting.
Let me see. Like, you scroll down and like so many people are like thinking it's cool. That's amazing. Very useful. That's so fucking cool. Like, this is cool. Like, wow, that's all. No, it's not. I don't understand why so many people think. Now, here's where my mind went, though. I do think what could be cool, like a decade from now, is if they have the technology, and boy, could this be a moneymaker for sports. If they end up having the technology, a lot of people mentioned this in the comments, to have holograms.
Yeah.
Because if you have holograms, then these teams could quite literally sell tickets when their team is on the road, to have people show up and watch holograms play on your ice. Like, that could potentially be cool if they do exactly what the players are doing in the actual game. And that'll be kind of trippy. But these dots, man, I don't get. Nobody's looking at the dots.
This is just, why would, I don't know. I don't understand when, you know what I don't understand? When people go into stadiums to watch a game on TV. I don't understand that. I don't get it. I understand.
That's because your team's never been in a championship, Didi. Your team's never been in a championship. So
just wait till JJ Redick is coaching the Lakers, Didi, and then you'll be at the Staples Center to check it out.
Okay. Here's what I meant when I say this. I understand when people go to like a park or outside of the stadium to watch the game on some like a bunch of big screens or whatever, and you're just outside and it's just this outdoor environment. It's cool. I just don't get going into the stadium to watch it because it's not better than watching it. Because watching it, and this doesn't look more fun than watching it at my house. It just doesn't.
Well, Didi, some people are dealing with El Nino and we can't sit outside all the time. Okay. So
this is shelter in place right here.
Okay. Now I understand.
Texas deals with a lot of tornadoes, Didi. Okay. So maybe you could be a little more sensitive to what people are dealing with.
I apologize. I forgot. This is a shelter. This is where people went for food and survival throughout. Okay.
Yes.
This is actually not a watch party. This is where people went for safety. I got it now. Got it.
The other strange thing about this isn't the NHL. This is the Dallas Stars doing this. This isn't being done at every venue. This is Dallas doing this. However, we still can't figure out balls and strikes in Major League Baseball and what or whatnot is a first down in the National Football League, because we haven't figured out the chip technology hasn't been quite figured out yet for the first line marker. But we're doing this. We're doing that. An individual hockey franchise is doing this, but we can't figure this out in other sports.
Yeah. And the players are moving like 35 miles. Like, they're going fast. Yeah. We can't spot a ball for a first down.
Tracking which player is which. They're constantly shifting different players onto the ice. But yeah, we can't figure out what. We're still using a chain quite literally to determine a first down in the NFL.
The fact that the NFL is like a freaking $100 billion business and like games are decided by when a dude goes like this.
Yeah, right.
It's like, it's hysterical. Like, I can measure things on my phone and we have a guy going like this.
I think it's this far away.
It's like,
let's see. I'm 20 feet away, 20 yards away from this individual. I'm 65 years old. My eyesight's probably not great, but I'm going to determine where that ball ends up and whether or not.
God. And also another thing with Dallas fans, the Dallas Mavericks are going to the NBA Finals, which is cool. But their fans, because of the weather that Dan has been talking about a lot, it was raining and storming and terrible, and they were outside of their airport waiting for them at 2:00 in the morning in awful conditions, waiting for them to get off their plane. And people were like, "Oh man, that's true fans. Dallas fans are real hard." No, Dallas fans are stupid. And any other fan base who would do this is stupid. Like, I get it when you want to go to the airport, whatever, like if the weather is normal, but you're going to go wait out in the rain just to get a glimpse of Luka Doncic. What are you doing? Go be home. And there were kids out there. What do you like?
Ooh.
People should be arrested for that. I like just the video's so stupid, and they glorify this stuff on social media, on all the sports channels, Dallas fans. I'm like, no, this is stupid. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Shouts to the Dallas Mavericks, but like, this is dumb. We got to start like just making fans look dumb so they stop doing dumb shit. This is dumb. Really dumb.
Maybe going into
like-
football season, we could do like the top 10 things fans need to stop doing.
Oh, that's good. Write this
That
down.
is very good. That's
Yep.
great. There's future topic right there.
Yeah, that's
Like,
good.
Listen, I know the Mavs only have one championship, but they were in the finals not that many years ago.
It was like,
So it's not like,
no,
oh my
no.
gosh.
No, it was a long time ago.
The last time they were in the finals
2011.
against the Heat.
2011. They've barely made the
Was that
playoffs a lot since then. 2011.
Was that long ago?
Yeah, 2011, dude. We're old, man. It's 2024.
Jeez. I was like, nah, that wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
The championship was.
Yeah,
but,
dude.
Ooh,
The 2010s
still.
are getting further and further away, my
Still.
guys.
I don't like that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no. They also didn't just win the championship either. It'd be one thing to wait for them with that. They won it on the road.
No, they
No.
no.
2 o'clock in the
going
morning,
to
rain.
the finals.
Dallas. What's going on down there, guys?
All right. Well, Dan,
What's going
throwing
on?
to you for the last topic here on Sports Brunch. Let's get into it.
So I love this story here. Nebraska's volleyball coach John Cook just got a contract extension, and I can't do it justice without really reading a quote that was part of this press release from Coach John Cook, and he's referencing Troy, who is the athletic director there. And he said, when Troy and I talked about my contract, I proposed that instead of an annual escalating salary that some coaches do, it would mean a great deal to me if the Nebraska Athletic Department would consider supporting me in purchasing a horse
Of course.
out of central Nebraska that I've had my eye on. The horse called number 415. There's a whole other question with that. Was purchased, trained. He said that Troy loved the idea, and why they specifically couldn't write that into the contract. The retention bonus would be used for number 415. He's honored, and it meant a lot to him, and looking forward to a 2024 season. Guys, is this not the weirdest contract extension in the history of contract extensions? A horse.
The greatest contract extension in the history of contract extensions. I love this. I think it's awesome. I want more of it. Like, let's go. Like, all these coaches that coach, not the football coaches that get like private jets and houses or whatever.
Yeah,
No. I want this to happen. Baseball coaches, college baseball coaches don't get paid as much as those. Like, all the other sports, I need them to start doing stuff like this all the time. This guy is a trailblazer, a trendsetter. They should be talking about him in any sports history class. This guy.
Yeah. Not to mention, a horse is an investment. Okay.
Yeah.
100%.
So maybe
Good.
he's outsmarting all the coaches that just ask for like a house and a car and stuff. Okay. I guess those are kind of investments too, or at least the house
Yeah.
is. But you know what?
not
Whatever.
the same.
This horse could be in the Derby one day. You never
Mhm.
know.
Be a moneymaker.
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Not just a return, a moneymaker.
also, for those not aware, Nebraska volleyball sold out their football stadium. Okay.
Oh yeah.
They had 90,000 people show up to watch this team play volleyball. Like, this guy could have requested far more than a horse, as far as I'm concerned.
A lot of leverage.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why the AD was like, sure. Yeah, you want a horse? Yeah, fine. Just keep selling out the football stadium.
Yeah, we thought it would be
Absolutely.
more, but a horse is great. Yeah, let's just
Yeah, guys,
Yeah.
he just asked for a horse. This is great.
Like, guys, be quiet. Be quiet. Be quiet. Good
Yeah.
Lord.
The lawyer's like, I don't think we can technically shut up. We're doing it.
Yes, we're
Yes,
doing
where's
it.
the horse?
Yes, we can. Good Lord.
It's just number 415. It doesn't even have a name. It can't be that expensive. It's number 415. The horse isn't called number 1. We got him. So if you were a coach, do you guys have any ideas of what you would want? Yeah, besides kind of the typical, the house, the jet. Is there anything weird that you'd put in a contract extension that you think would be good?
Oh man, dude.
How about like a season cabana at the stadium pool in Las Vegas? You know, the stadium poolside, whatever they call that thing.
That's good.
Just like a season cabana pass where you can just, in the off season, you're just hanging out there watching sports poolside.
It's good. I like that.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking like my own personal access to the stadium when I want it for like movie night with my family.
Oh,
like we get the entire football stadium to like watch Encanto. You know what I'm saying? On the Jumbotron. Like that's what I want.
And I would, okay, and for that, I would put it in there for life. So then every big moment in my family and history, whether I'm a coach or not, happens there. So
there
like my daughter's wedding is there.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. I love that. I was thinking, yeah, maybe like a suite in like the arena. So where you're like other sports, concerts, shows, you got a suite in there, but access to the facility for life, every party you're throwing. Yeah. Summertime, we're throwing it at the football stadium. Cookout down at the football stadium.
Some upside downs.
With some upside downs.
Like I would have like so recently I saw a champagne vending machine.
Mm-hmm.
And
where did you see that?
I saw I saw it on TV. I saw it like in like some
We've got one here.
One of those like real estate one of those real estate shows that are like on all the channels. I saw it on one of those. Maybe it was like Buying Beverly Hills or something like that. And they have a champagne vending machine. And I was like, I want that. I want that in my contract. I want a champagne vending machine. Just so anytime something happens, it's Brenda's birthday, go to the champagne vending machine. Here's a token. They have these like little gold coins, and you get a bottle of Vouv, comes out. That's what I want. You know,
there's a place down the strip that has one of those.
Yeah,
and you go up to the bar, you give them $20, they give you the token, and then you go get your champagne.
Yeah, I want a champagne vending machine.
Oh, that's good.
Oh yeah,
that's good.
Put that in the contract. We're just getting drunk.
Yeah. I want them to take Express out of bankruptcy and make me the CEO and just give me all the clothes. That's there's my investment right there. Buy out the warehouse. Warehouse 415. That's it. That's what I want. Express warehouse.
Like, I don't know. I would put stuff in there that like just things that I don't like paying for.
Yeah,
I would put in contracts just so I didn't have to think about them anymore. It's like
I was like, change the oil in my car. Like I'm sick of doing it. Like,
yeah, like just
like Coach's oil and lube. It's just for me.
Yeah, it's just like I wake up on Sunday morning and somebody's just washing my car. Like I didn't ask. I didn't even pull my car out of the garage. It's just out of my garage. Someone's out there washing it. It's that like. Landscaping, I don't like having to listen, I like paying for landscaping. I'm happy I'm happy I can do that, but like I would rather not have to write the check myself. Also, daycare checks, I don't like to write. I know I have to. I don't want to write them. Writing them, like literally I shake when I write them. I'm like I would really like it for the put in the contract, like, no, you pay the daycare. I don't want to write the check. That's just in the contract. I don't.
Interesting. So you're talking about the actual transaction.
Yes. Yes.
You don't
I just
want them to
wanna
pay
s-
for it for you. You just want them to do it for
You
you.
just want them to do
There's just
write my checks for me.
things
What?
I don't want to see
That's
or
what you
do.
want?
I just
That's
want
what you
to.
want instead of money?
That's the
Is to us write
bougiest
your checks
request
for
I've
you?
ever heard of. Yeah,
I don't want to think of.
write my checks, bitch. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus.
I
Out
don't
of my
think.
bank account. Yes.
I don't think you understand how
My
much
sure
it
you don't
hurts
wanna-
me.
Are you sure you don't want a horse
Oh.
or something else that we can offer you? Like
Are you sure?
God, I'm cheap, guys. I
Yeah.
promise. I'm cheap. I'm cheap.
they're like, that's all he wants, I swear. That's
That's
what he
all I
said. We
want.
asked him 3
Just
times.
want
That's all he
somebody
wants.
else to write the checks. That's
Else.
it. Because it pains me to write them. That's what I want.
Wow.
Maybe they could build you a shelter for when you have to shelter in place because of these tornadoes in El Nino.
I mean,
A
that'd be
bunker,
nice.
a bunker
bunker?
underground.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Coach. Sponsored by Nebraska football. Thank you.
Oh man. All right. Well, we are coming up against time, so let's get into music, boys. Let's get into it. Chris, what are you listening to, man?
Well, before I go into my songs,
Okay.
you wanted me to compare
Oh.
Drake and Kendrick.
Oh,
What the
settle
people have
debate.
been waiting for.
I kind of knew what my pick was going to be because the thing
You're
was
biased.
to work out, right?
Yes.
Every time I hear Kendrick rapping, I feel like it's just like a 7th grade science teacher nerd trying to rap. Like I can't take him seriously.
Wow. Woo!
I just can't take him
This
seriously.
became a 3-way beef real quick.
So
Wowzers.
Drake, it was better to work out to Drake.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Wow. Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
Now
Sit down, be
guys-
humble. That doesn't do it for you.
You guys can start. I got to pull up my music, but that's what I wanted to start with.
All right, Dan, what do you listen to?
Foster the People. Welcome back.
Hey.
Love some
Okay.
Foster the People. I'll be honest, they've had kind of a weird career, I guess you'd call it, as a band. You know, when they came out swinging. A lot of hits. Pumped Up Kicks, of course, probably the most popular one. The last album or so has been fine. Just kind of fine music. I think the boys are getting it back. They released a single called Lost in Space this week. A little bit of a different sound to it, but I like it. It's growing on me more and more, and I'm excited that we might be getting some bangers from Foster the People this year. So first one up for me, Lost in Space by Foster the People.
Every year this happens to me, I find somebody and I have a new obsession with them. Renee Rapp was my obsession last year that just came out of nowhere for me. I found one the other day. Lola Young. She is a singer out of, I think she's from Ireland. Her music's incredible. It's everything that I want in my life. I'm probably going to put all 3 of these songs on the playlist, but Messy is the song that I'm obsessed with. Actually, Big Brown Eyes I'm obsessed with too. I don't know. Her name's Lola Young. And I was like, am I late on this? And then I looked at her Instagram and saw the people I know who follow her, and they are all in the music industry. So I'm like, I'm not late.
Oh.
So Lola Young, get on it early, ladies and gentlemen, because this is special shit right here. Telling you.
Listen, we might be having a Teddy Swims moment right here.
We might
right?
be. Yes.
Calling it early. And in 3 years, should be all over the radio.
I'm telling
So jump
you.
on.
Lola
Jump on.
Young.
We've done
this
this
is
before,
special shit right here.
I like it.
Check it out.
I like it.
All right, my first one is from a band called Sucker Punch. They put out a song called 99, and it is very much wrapped up in nostalgia, which you boys know that I love. It's basically a song about how and maybe people our age could actually resonate with this. You go to shows and wish the shows were like the shows back in like 99 or the early 2000s where like, you know, our friend Slaw, he sent me this is actually great timing. He sent me a video last night of him at a Motion City soundtrack concert. And like everybody was just standing there. Okay. And I know that partly that's because the audience is older, but like you're not allowed to have like mosh pits at shows anymore. The Warped Tour shut down because like they were getting sued because people were getting pissed about getting hurt. So anyway, this is a song about the scene from like 20 years ago, and I really like it. That's my first one.
Dude, I feel you, because like there used to be like a danger going to rap concerts. It's not that anymore.
Yeah,
You don't
it's so
feel that
civil.
danger anymore. You want that danger, you know? Travis Scott had a little of that, but then it just went out of control. Just didn't happen.
Yeah.
So now,
True. True.
so
Oh man.
just that feeling of danger.
Yeah. Next one up for me, Mike Snow. They Are Back. You might have just said, Dan, do you know anything about grammar? Yes, I do, because Mike Snow's 3 people. Mike Snow. Maybe you better know them as Mike Snow. A couple I's in there. The 3-piece band released their first music in 8 years. They back. So yeah, they back. They released a song called "I Was a Sailor." It's different. If you like Mike Snow, you're gonna love this song, but it is different. There's kind of a haziness to it. And it even has a flute solo. So shouts and welcome back to Mike Snow. Excited for more new music. So "I Was a Sailor." Check it out.
Like it. The homies Lawrence put out a new song called "Family Business."
Yes.
If you like Lawrence, you're gonna like this song. Like, it's really that simple. Like, it's this classic Lawrence, great instrumentation going on, great vocals. It's just, you know, Lawrence. This is good shit. Family Business. Check it out.
Didi, what do you think about the bro and sis? They're kind of, usually it's one of them lead, right? On the song. This one's kind of equal. They're kind of both singing the whole. So it's like, okay. We just need some more Gracie, and then we're gonna like it. So.
The song's called "Family Business." They're a family, you know, so they're equal there. When the album comes out, it's more Gracie. And then you listen and listen. And Gracie needs a break. That's the reason why they gave her brother his own song. Because like at some point, Gracie needs to drink some water. So they gave him, you know, "Guy Used to Be" is a good song, but there's a reason Gracie isn't on it. It's because she needs a break during the show. That's all.
It's a good call.
Don't get carried away, guys. Just don't get carried away.
Kind of how I always felt like why Tom had parts in Blink-182 early on. It's like, well, Mark can't sing the whole show, so we'll let Tom sing sometimes.
That's simple.
Exactly.
Simple.
A lot of people ask me that about "Guy Used to Be," and I was like, Gracie needs a break. Like, she needs a break.
All right, my second one is from a band that I've recently stumbled across called Good Hangs. They have a song called "Outlaws" that's just about really the stupid shit you would do or that you did when you were kids, and I like it a lot. So that's number 2 for me.
Okay. Last one for me is, I think I'm gonna go with Beach Weather here. Alt pop band. I don't think I've put them on the playlist too much before, but they released a song called High in Low Places, and they describe it as dancing in the face of the apocalypse. So do that and enjoy Beach Weather, High in Low Places.
All right. Storm shelter music. Let's go. Like that.
El Nino,
that's what we're doing around here. Yeah, that's what we're having to do around here. So we've got to keep it busy. Keep your mind off of things.
All right. My last one, Fred Again and Anderson .Paak, "Places to Be." This is like just such a cool song by 2 artists that I just really like, who just make cool music. So Fred Again, Anderson .Paak, "Places to Be." This is a good jam.
One of you guys put Shabuzi on the playlist, right? Just keep it on there.
Yeah, take a guess. Take a guess who that was.
Just keep it on there. Keep it on there.
I called this the week, dude. The week that day, the day that song came out, I sent that to a couple people, and I was like, "This is quite possibly the song of the summer." And it's everywhere. That song's incredible. I love the way that. Because those are the drums from Tipsy. Like, shouts to Jaquan. He's getting a check from this. Like, Jaquan. Shouts to Jaquan. Like,
He's getting a check, but the Nebraska athletic director is the one writing them. He's going to write the checks for him.
Yeah, that's
in my contract. It would be to give Jaquan a couple $100 every month. That's in my contract. For the joy that he gave me. Teen drinking is very bad. I got a fake ID now.
Oh, wow. No, put Eminem Houdini on the playlist. Marshall, Slim Shady's back.
Don't.
We're doing it. The death of Slim Shady, going out in a ring of fire. He's calling out a lot of groups and folks and people. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Slim Shady. Great video. Great video to sit around in a baggy sweatshirt and really feel like it's 2008 all over again.
You really kind of killed the vibe with that one, Dan.
When you're
Big
gonna,
time.
if you're keeping Shabuzi on the playlist, I got to come in swinging. We got to come in with some fire. We got to come in with some fire.
Just
Awesome.
I love talking music with you guys, but that just killed it for me. So yeah, I think we might cancel the segment now.
Love
After
Classic.
Classic.
terrible. Christopher, this is your last one.
That was my last one.
Oh, that was your,
Shabuzi.
His
okay.
was Eminem.
Oh, he just, yeah, that's right, because he just threw a gun.
Yeah. We need to get something else on there. That's all.
Jesus Christ. All right. Well, that was what we're listening to. Listen to all the great jams and Eminem's Houdini on Spotify. Tell Siri, tell Alexa to play the sounds of brunch. All right, boys. Any final thoughts?
I feel like I've been hearing about El Nino since like third grade. And I thought in third grade that was just like a storm that year, but it's 2024. That's my final thought.
It's a regular thing. It's out there. Take shelter, ladies and gentlemen, shelter in place. Drink a couple upside downs. Make sure you get your milk van ready to go because you may have to evacuate.
That's the brunch breakdown. We're out.